The untrammeled testosterone, the shocking violence, the mayhem, and that blatant, unashamed act of battery. After the rally disbanded, the two opposing groups walking next to each other along Market Street toward the municipal garage where they had all inexplicably parked, shouting and jostling and punching each other in the hot August sun, with cops walking alongside, doing nothing. A group of white men throwing a young black man to the ground in the parking garage, beating and kicking him with their boots, with the police station just feet away. At UVA's Zemer Hall, where I'd been sent to the Joint Emergency Operations Center, receiving the text of a post, "It's time to torch these Jewish monsters, let's go 3 p.m. Watching my wife sitting next to me, crying and shaking, as I contacted the Secretary of Public Safety and called the rabbi of Charlottesville's only temple and learned that the building had already been empty for hours. The Holocaust-era scrolls had been removed as well. A little while later, hearing a scream from the control room, rushing in to hear these words: "There's been a car crash." People in front of their screens with their hands clapped to their cheeks, watching the video of a car crashing into a crowd of people, and watching it myself, thinking it could not have been intentional, then scrutinizing it over and over, realizing with horror that it must have been. On 4th Street, normally a humble, approachable area lined with an old-fashioned vinyl record store, a spa, a bank, and other businesses in red and white brick buildings, a young woman named Heather Heyer walking with friends after protesting neo-Nazis, her long braid swinging, the muscle car accelerating, then plowing into the crowd. One man literally thrown into the air, Heyer spun through the air before hitting the pavement. She was declared dead at the hospital, where 19 others were admitted with horrible injuries. A bearded African-American man at the intersection afterward, screaming, "There are people, bodies lying on the ground right now. We told City Council we did not want them here. They let them come. We told the police we did not want them here. They let them come. I had to jump out the way. I almost got hit by the car my motherfucking self." The sound of a woman screaming, "Oh my God, we got hit by a car." At the City Council meeting a week later, one I chaired as mayor of Charlottesville, the rage and the grief on the face of a young African-American man I knew as he shouted at us from the podium, "We told y'all numerous times this shit was going to happen, and y'all did nothing." Me responding plaintively from the dais, saying, "We tried really hard to get the rally out, and a federal judge forced us to have the rally downtown. I'm just going to say, we did try." An audience member shouting back, "Why did you have the rally in the first place?" Responding, "Because we were legally required to." My acquaintance shouting back from the podium, "This is what we want. We want Mike Signer, Counselor Kathy Galvin, Chief of Police Al Thomas, gone. We want leaders in this community who will actually protect us." During that same meeting, dozens of people standing and chanting, "Signer must go." I had to watch the video to remember the events. I'd blocked them out. They were that painful. They were that extreme. What lingers with me the most, as I sift through these scenes and hundreds of others, is a feeling, as I walk the downtown mall, of cold. It was August in Central Virginia, a warm day, but I felt a chill in the humid air. I felt it everywhere as the satellite trucks moved in, as the first white nationalists roamed the city with their tattoos and their aggression, and as the anti-fascists edgily wove through the streets. I felt it when I stopped to look at 3 young men crumpled on the sidewalk along 4th Street 3 hours after Heather Heyer was killed. They wore ragged camouflage and rebel flag garb. The guy in the middle had a gash on his forehead, and blood was trickling down his cheek. They looked stunned, as if even they didn't understand what they had unleashed. I almost shivered. A friend told me later he could feel the evil in the air on the downtown mall that day. I nodded my head. I'd felt it too.